get indoors. And then, also, if you see what's called a tarantula hawk, run like hell. This thing is awful. Okay, so how many of you guys like spicy foods? All right. Do you guys, okay, so like jalapeno spicy or like Scotch bonnet spicy? Okay, so that's, there is a rating. It's called a Scoville rating, right?
Yeah.
And depending on how hot your chili is how hot your mouth is gonna burn. So this tarantula hawk, anybody ever been bit or stung by a fire ant?
Yeah.
Pretty painful, yes? Okay, so there's this guy, his name is Justin Schmidt, and so he named this scale after himself. It's the Schmidt pain scale, sting pain scale. He deliberately goes and gets stung by things. So he's been stung by fire ants.
That's awesome.
He gives that a 1. The tarantula hawk is a 4 times as much. And they say that, well, if you do get stung by this thing, it's only for about 3 or 4 minutes, but you may as well just lay down and scream bloody murder. Don't go running off, because you will be so insanely in pain that you'll probably run right off the cliff. Anyway, so if you see this thing, I'll show you a picture.
No, is it a spider?
No, it's
Did you
actually
bring a
a
real
wasp.
one to show us?
It's not a bird, it's a wasp.
Oh.
And it's kind of pretty, right? It's got this beautiful blue body and
She's
these
luring us
really
to the edge.
pretty and these pretty orange wings. I'll pass this around in a minute. But if you want it, I mean, that's pretty, right? But if you want like a real idea of what the scale of this thing is, it's about as big as your hand.
Oh, jeez.
So, yes.
So you'll notice it. It's not gonna
Yeah.
sneak up on you like a fire ant.
Right. So here's another
There it
piece.
does fly.
And okay, so if you're a person, you'll live through this. But if you're a tarantula, the reason why it's named the tarantula hawk, if you're a tarantula, get this. It will come. It will hunt you down. It will sting you. And it is like hours, actually days, for this tarantula to be suffering. It's still alive, but it is suffering. And then this wasp or this tarantula hawk flips it over, lays its eggs on it. Yeah. And then a few days later, the larva hatches and eats the spider alive. So